I see what old chaps and chap, it's Game Chap and Buddy here.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, fellows, and I would say we are now discussing the latest news from Minecraft, and my word, there are some interesting subjects on the table this time, aren't there, old chap?
Well, they most certainly are, old chap. Yes, indeed. News seems to be everywhere for Minecraft at the moment.
It does.
And most certainly, one of the first things we can talk about is the next MINECON.
The next MINECON. Now, indeed, fellows,
Yes.
you may recall a while ago we did indeed tell you that plans for MINECON were well and truly underway, and that they were looking at a certain city for this MINECON event. Now, of course, we skipped one last year, but now we do have confirmation of when MINECON's going to be happening in 2015, old chap.
We most certainly do, yes indeed. It's going to be happening, and you may say, well, where's it going to be happening? Well, it's going to be happening in good old London.
London, you say?
Most certainly, it's going to be in London at the Excel London Exhibition and Conference Centre.
I see, so that's quite interesting. It seems the previous predictions for that were indeed right, and they're going to be having it in Old Blighty, or the UK, in London. Now, apparently, it's going to be held on July the 4th to July the 5th of 2015.
Well, this is what they say, yes indeed. Now, I think previous ones, as I remember in the past, were held in November, weren't they?
Different times of the year, I think.
Not too sure, but anyway.
And of course, we've had them all over the world, in America, in France, and now in England. So this is quite interesting, old chap.
Well, it is, yes indeed. So the 4th or the 5th there. Now, there's going to be around 10,000 spaces, I think.
I see.
10,000 spaces. And when you think about it, that's not too many spaces, considering there's millions of players.
I mean, just how many tens of millions of copies of this game have been sold? If you
Well,
think
exactly,
about it, that's a tiny amount, really.
Well, it is, yes, and there's only going to be 10,000 spaces, and when you consider that half of those YouTubers anyway, there's not many spaces left, is there?
Really, old chap. Now, of course, MINECON London is quite centrally placed between Sweden and the US, so it's a sort of middle ground, and of course, ideal if you do happen to live in Europe. So indeed, I do think this time tickets are going to go very fast.
Well, I think so, possibly, yes, indeed. Of course, with the majority of players being over in the USA, they're going to have to get their way over here if they want to come along, so that's a little bit more difficult than it was for them when they had it over there.
That's a very good point, I think, old chap. So if you are considering travel this time, you will have to factor in travel costs, although I understand, apparently, if you buy a ticket for MINECON, you're going to have the option to get reduced hotel pricing, or so they say.
A reduced hotel thing, yeah, maybe. You'll need it in London, I should imagine.
Well, yes, London can be,
some of them.
Can be pricey.
Well, it can be indeed. Now, the tickets. Now, apparently, these tickets are going to be released in 2 batches because, you know, in past events, they've gone extremely quickly.
They have.
So, yes, they're going to release them in 2 batches on the same day. And I do believe that's going to happen in February.
I see.
So
That's this month. So there's
Well,
going to be 5,000 tickets in each batch. Both batches will happen on the same day, and they are going to go fast. And of course, the number one rule with things like ticket sales is, of course, scalpers gonna scalp.
Scalpers going to scalp. So
They will try to get those tickets and sell them on eBay. That's an absolute guaranteed fact. So if you want to get a ticket for MINECON this year, fellows, you better move fast when those tickets are released, and keep an eye on their website.
you better move fast because he'll be there, that chap or chapette somewhere out there, whoever it is, the bad guy, and he'll go along buy 5,000, tickets and put them all on eBay.
Using their, what is it called? I don't know, Ticket Sniper program or
Ticket
something like
Sniper,
that.
who knows?
It's a very, very fast program, bot for buying things. So you
So-
have to be fast and quick on the trigger.
So if you've got enough money, if you're in the USA there, and you've got enough money in your piggy bank that you can come over to London to go to MINECON, and you think, oh, I'd love to get a ticket, you better get in there quick when they announce it.
That's right, fellows. So MINECON, quite exciting, has been confirmed and will be indeed on July the 4th to the 5th in London. So look forward to that, my word.
Most certainly, hopefully it won't be raining.
Yes, well, we can't guarantee that, but we hope
Can't
not.
guarantee.
Indeed. Now, also, videos, moving on, we come to the next subject du jour, which is indeed the HoloLens and holographic Minecraft.
Well, yes, a little bit interesting. We've spoken about that before. And of course, the hologram, Microsoft are bringing this thing in that they're actually going to get holographic sort of gameplay in Minecraft on their new hardware that they're making.
That's right, this is of course the very exciting headset. For those of you who might have perhaps missed it, it's a headset that you can wear and then the holographic world actually appears around you in your very own living room. It really is truly amazing, you just have to see it.
Well, most certainly it is, and it's not at all like Oculus Rift
No.
before. This is rather, well, it's a lot smarter, I think. But still.
Now, I understand Mr. Jeb himself. Now, we said last time perhaps Jeb has already seen this technology, and it turns out he has indeed seen the technology, and not only that, he's actually used it and tried Minecraft on it.
Well, this is most interesting. He said that I've tried 2 Minecraft projects on HoloLens.
Yes.
which is the name they're giving this thing, I think.
That's right.
And he said one is a toy and one is somewhat closer to the game, apparently, but he said that both are, to quote him, awesome.
Awesome, I see. Now, he said these are very much work in progress at this stage, but most certainly they are real, so this is not some fake made-up thing. We've had it straight from the horse's mouth. Mr. Jeb has confirmed Minecraft is indeed working on the HoloLens. Now, of course, the question is, I have to ask myself, old chap,
yes,
what will Minecraft play like on the HoloLens? Can you see a castle in your living room with a drawbridge going up and down and a moat round it and creepers swimming in the moat and it's all happening inside your living room?
Well, hang on, when you said that, I just saw it. I'm sure the chaps and chapettes did as well. Suddenly, it's all happening. Everything's happening almost for real in your front room.
I'm almost frothing with excitement, old chap. This sounds very, very fun, I have to say.
Yes, and you can say to your brother and sister, get off of there! Get off of my drawbridge!
Exactly.
I'm just sitting on the settee. No, get off!
And look behind you, there's a creeper.
Yes.
So for real, you could of course have creepers in your living room, drawbridges, moats, and goodness only knows what. Now, from what we can see, one of the ideas is that you'll sort of look down on this blocky world and it's sort of small scale. And I don't know if Microsoft have any plans to make it large scale. I can't say for sure, but certainly one of the ideas is perhaps the Lego approach, and that makes a lot of sense to me because of course it would be just like building Lego sets in Minecraft, except the things are actually living and breathing and moving around in the world in front of you. That would be astonishing, old chap, really.
Well, it would be astonishing, yes, indeed. Very interesting, and I think the whole thing that they're bringing out, it's revolutionary in a way.
It is.
And certainly this piece of hardware or thing that they're working on is a first, as far as I can see. No other companies have sort of picked up on it, so it's rather exciting. And of course, there's very possibly, as we said before, they might have had an idea they were going to use Minecraft for this before they paid $2.5 billion for it.
$2.5 billion, and that's right. Speaking, of course, of the acquisition, Mr. Notch, of course, the previous owner of Minecraft, also weighed in on the HoloLens, didn't he, old chap?
Yes, he said a few things, a couple of little things. He sort of said holograms are already a thing that exists, and things like that.
I see. Now, he said, I quote, Microsoft has a tendency to spit out interesting pieces of hardware. My mind is racing with thoughts on what this can be used for. So, if you ask me, the general vibe I'm getting...
Used to make money.
Yes, of course. Mr. Notch's general vibe that's coming across the screen to me here is that perhaps he was a little bit surprised to see this piece of technology in action on his beloved game.
Well, most certainly. We don't know, of course, when we say this, but there's a strong possibility, perhaps, that he hadn't had the foggiest idea they were going to do this when he was, they were negotiating the $2.5 billion deal.
Yes, and of course that also raises the other question. If he knew about the HoloLens and he knew they were going to use Microsoft as the flagship for the HoloLens, would he have charged more for his game?
Well, that's a good point. We don't know.
We don't know.
$2.5 billion is rather a lot.
It's quite a lot of money still, though.
It'll take some time to get through that, of course.
You're going to have to buy lots of Bentleys for that.
Well, yes, indeed, but I think it's a good idea by Microsoft. You've got to give them credit for it, and I think it's going to be very, very popular
and very exciting.
Yes.
I'm not really a fan of Microsoft technology per se, but this has really got me interested. This looks so extraordinary and revolutionary, old boy.
Well,
it really does.
Yes, indeed.
Now, there's also some other news about another branch of Minecraft. Yes, yet another branch. Microsoft have surely been busy with this game since they acquired it, and that is that Mr. Jeb has been out somewhere, hasn't he?
Mr. Jeb, yes, he's been out there travelling through the world.
But not through time, yet.
Well, most certainly. Actually, travelling through the world just reminds me. We've been doing some travelling, as it were, and doing things over on our other channel, TheChapsPlay, where we're doing Feed the Beast, Clouds of Darkness, and Crash Landing and all sorts.
That's very fun.
Yes, we're just showing some footage of it here. You should be at the moment. If you'd like to see that after this tape, go on over and have a look. The link's up the top there.
That's rather fun. I dare say do investigate that, fellows.
Yes.
Now, of course, Mr. Jeb has been over in America, in San Francisco, at a certain Telltale Games, I understand.
He most certainly has indeed, along with a couple of the other devs over there.
I see.
Work on the story mode.
The story mode, that's right.
The story mode, yes.
Now, you may remember, fellows, we said a while ago that Telltale Games, the makers of The Walking Dead and various other episodic-based computer games, are actually going to be making Minecraft story mode. Now, if you missed that news report, that is in fact a single-player mode for Minecraft, but it's not about Steve sort of hacking down trees and smashing zombies. It's actually a fully-fledged, narrative-driven story game.
Narrative driven, yes. That is driven, I believe, on you follow things, don't you? And then you move forward according to what it says.
It's episodes, isn't it,
It's
Chaps?
episodic, yes,
It's going to be
indeed.
episodic, a bit like the Telltale's other games. So we know for
Yes.
sure this is quite an exciting idea, and it's the first time we're actually going to see an official, fully fledged story narrative for Minecraft. So quite a lot to look forward to there. And of course, previously we told you that the Mojang chaps would indeed be working with Telltale Games in the production of this new title, and perhaps that's why Jeb is out in San Francisco with 2 other Mojang employees to perhaps give them a hand and just generally oversee things and make sure it's all going to plan.
Well, I think most certainly that's why he is there. And just to clear up there for the chaps and chapettes listening, this will be a game. It won't be added on, pinned onto your Minecraft, as it were.
Oh, no.
It'll be an entirely separate game.
This is a standalone game.
Yes,
That's
it's a standalone game. I can go and take it off the shelf, as it were, and buy it from another producer, sort of thing.
Oh yes, it's going to be PC, Xbox,
Yeah.
Android, all the platforms,
That's right. You see, so it won't be added in. You'll have to buy it separately. They're making it separately, but it's rather interesting. They're making another game off of it.
Yes, that's right. So it's actually an offshoot of Minecraft and perhaps a clever way of Microsoft to use the license and get more sales out of the existing customer base. So that's quite interesting. And now we know it has the official Mojang stamp of approval because Mr. Jeb himself is out there doing a bit of the old consultancy on the side, I think.
Yes, most certainly. I think they need him there because, of course, Mr. Jeb is rather. I mean, he's one of the main players, I think, in the
Yes.
game.
He is a main
as it
player.
were, and he's picked up, certainly seems to have got a lot of Mr. Notch's inspiration. Perhaps he had it anyway already.
Yes.
He's put some jolly good things in the game, so he should be there, yes.
I think so, old boy. Now, also bring us on to another point relating to Minecraft videos. If you are out there tired and just sick and tired and fed up with your old Minecraft username, fear not, for help is at hand. As we previously reported, you can indeed change your Minecraft profile name with effect from right now as you're listening to this, I say.
Most certainly, yes indeed. Now the names we've spoken about in the past, changing your name, you didn't want to be Sid, you wanted to be Harry.
You didn't want to be Fluffy Bunny, you wanted to be Dark Lord. Well, now you can be.
Exactly, and you wanted to be, not Sid, you wanted to be Game Chap.
Well, you can't be Game Chap,
You
actually.
can't be Game
Sorry
Chap.
about that. But,
you can't do that bit, but you can change to a name that no one else has now.
That's right.
And apparently that was initiated on February the 4th. So if you
That's
haven't
right.
done that, you can pop over and do it. And apparently you have to do it by changing your. You have to log in basically. To
That's
your
right.
account.
Pop along to account.mojang.com and you have to have an existing Mojang account for that. If you don't have one, I do believe you'll be asked to sign up one. And just a couple of pointers to keep in mind, you can't claim an existing username, and if you'd like to change your name, you'll have to wait 30 days before you can change it to something else. So be careful, I say.
Oh really? So you have to wait 30 days to change to another name?
There's quite a long waiting period, but of course, if you'd like to claim another name that someone else has freed up, you'll have to wait 37 days for that, which gives you an extra week just in case you change your mind and you want your old name back.
Ah, so you can't have a name that someone else has got, but
No.
you can do if they want to get. Do you think they'll start selling names on eBay?
Oh no, not more scalpers, old chap.
More scalpers on eBay?
Oh my goodness me.
My word, surely not.
I hope not, old boy. Now, also, Vales, I understand there have been more launcher shenanigans going on.
Well, this there has indeed, and apparently you are being watched.
Oh no, not that again.
Yes, we said last time,
Oh.
you're being watched to a greater degree now.
I see.
Because they've got all these informations and things that they're now gathering about the players, apparently.
So this is like the Snooper on steroids, Snooper version 2, old chap.
It's a bit like that, yes, I think.
I see.
And they know sort of who's using OpenGL, who isn't, who's using Java, and how many people are, etc. Well, not so much who's using it and who isn't, but how many people are.
That's right, percentages, which version of OpenGL you have, which version of Java you have, and even now they can apparently drill down and see how many cores your machine's CPU has. So here we go.
Well, so they're having quite a good look into your
Yes.
computer.
They can see quite a lot here, and also, if you haven't already noticed this, videos, the Minecraft launcher will now pop up and say, excuse me, you're running an old version of Java. You may recall also we said a while ago that they're going to be bringing in a new installer for Minecraft, which will actually install the game onto your PC for the first time, very much in the Microsoft fashion there.
Exactly. Now, you see, there was a little bit of, rubbing of chins. He's got this new installer, very much Microsoft sort of look, as it were, or idea. New installer installing the thing for you. You say, well, why do I want that? I've already got this.
Well,
but they obviously want you to go over to it, or no doubt Microsoft do, and so they put this little message at the top there. Oh, look, you're running an old version, etc. so far, and whatever it says. I don't remember what it
Actually,
says.
I'll just bring up the exact message now, old boy.
Go on then,
I
yes.
have the launcher to hand here. here, and
Okay.
I'm doing this live on camera, on the air, Fidelis. Can you believe that, I say? My word.
Oh, you only see it here, don't you?
You only see it Game Changer,
My
but
goodness
let's
me.
have a look, Fidelis. It seems I'm
Yes.
just unpacking my various launcher.pack files and starting the launcher. It takes a while,
Yes.
you know. It says here, you are running an old version of Java. Please consider using the new Minecraft installer, which doesn't require Java, as it may make your game faster. So it seems if you use the new installer, as we said in a previous news update, a report, you're not actually going to have Java to run that. It'll be built into the game.
Oh, right. So they want your game to go faster, so that's why they're doing it. Is that right?
Well, apparently, yes, I suppose so.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is, actually.
I think the actual reason is they want everyone on this new installer, and so they're giving you little incentives like you don't have to upgrade your Java, just install our installer, etc. and so forth.
Right,
That's-
what so you don't want it?
Well, you don't have to, old chap.
No, you don't have to.
It's not compulsory yet. Yet.
Always say that word yet, because
Exactly.
whenever little things start like this, we all know where it's going, don't we?
We do, old boy.
Oh, yes.
There was some rather interesting Minecraft news. My word, we have MineCon, we've got name changes, the HoloLens, story mode, and new launchers. By George, it's all happening, old chap.
There is stacks of things, yes indeed, loads of exciting things, but the thing is, where's the new mobs?
You didn't have to spoil the news report like that, old
I
chap.
had to just say,
It's so
where's-
fun, old chap, until then.
It was, but where's the new mobs? The things
Well-
are going to, like the next Enderman, as it were.
I suppose
Or the next creeper that's going, the replacement for it or whatever.
You've got a point, old chap, and I hear there are rumours of apparently some chaps are working on the end, or so they say, but we haven't got anything concrete on that just yet. But rest assured, when it does emerge, we'll let you know, I
Yes,
say.
we will, and the Red Dragon. I mean, where's the Red Dragon?
Yes, we can stop
Mr.
now,
Notch,
Bertie.
You went, Mr. Notch, and you didn't do it. You said you'd do it. You didn't.
Okay, thank you, fellow.
Where's the job?
I just say this has been Game Channel and Buddy Videos, bringing you the latest Minecraft news. Thank you for joining us. I look forward to seeing you once more the next exciting outing, my word.
Yes.
Until then.